Hi Earthlings! Welcome to the MotherShip. I am so thankful you're joining me today. My name is Sophia and I am here to channel messages from Spirit. So Earthlings, I am super excited to bring you a bonus pick a card reading, and today's topic is what do they find attractive about you? So this is a bonus reading because I've done this a few times already, but I wanted to say a special thank you to all of you guys who have subbed to my channel, and I am at 1,000 subs and that means the world to me. So I am so thankful to watch this channel and this community grow. You guys mean the world to me. You have no idea. And so today, like I said, we're doing a bonus pick a card reading. If you've never been here before, welcome to the MotherShip. I'm so thankful you could join me. Today's reading is all about what other people find attractive about you. So these are the physical, mental, and emotional qualities that you might not recognize in yourself, but it's what other people see and they find irresistible about you. So I usually have 3 groups, and today's groups are all represented by a different goddess. So we're really tuning into that divine feminine energy today. So group 1, you have Kali. Group 2, you have Guinevere. And group 3, you have Freya. So do whatever you need to do to tune into your intuition, ground yourself, and once you figure out which group is speaking to you the most, there are timestamps in the description box as well as a pinned comment below, and I will join you in your reading. Hi group 1, welcome. If you chose Kali, then these will be your messages. And again, today's reading is all about what do they find attractive about you. So what are the physical, the mental, the emotional qualities that other people find absolutely irresistible about you? And it is my intention to hype you up and help you build confidence with this reading. Oftentimes when we get a different perspective on what other people see, it really helps. So if the messages resonate today, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you feel inspired, Earthlings, there are ways to support this channel in the description box below. So let's jump right in, group 1. Because you chose Kali, I can definitely see, especially with this imagery that's coming through on this beautiful card, that you embody a lot of the energy that this Hindu goddess embodies. And this Hindu goddess is all about feeling in control in the moment. So feeling in control within chaos, feeling in control within the unknown. I love how her card says endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So this is very, very transformative energy. Kali is that cycle of birth and life as well as death and rebirth. So the endless cycles of the universe, energy recycling itself, re-beginning, being made known, the seat of creation within the darkness. Okay, I'm noticing right here within Kali's third eye that there is a little crescent moon. So we get this moon energy, this Cancer energy. I'm getting a lot of Scorpio energy as well. You might have those zodiac signs somewhere significant within your chart, but if you don't, just leave it, no worries. But Kali is definitely a very psychic energy. So what people find attractive about you is that you have this no-nonsense attitude about life at times. You don't seem intimidated by the things that most people would be intimidated by. And it's because you've gone through a lot, group 1. You've gone through enough in this lifetime, in this short amount of time that you've already been on this planet. You've already gone through many things that most people won't experience within their life. And this has made you wise. This has made you wise beyond your years. So you have probably heard many times over that, you know, you seem really mature for your age. You seem really wise for your age. And you're like, thanks, it's the trauma. And no, I'm not trying to downplay trauma, right? But sometimes we can have that attitude of like, if you only knew what I've been through, then you would know why I appear to be so wise. You definitely have psychic abilities, group 1, and there's a mystique about you. That moon energy is coming through once again, where things are secretive, things are hidden. There's just this mystery and intrigue about you that people find irresistible. When it comes to physical qualities with Kali right away, I'm seeing like just these beautiful features. So you might have really full lips, you might have darker complexion, a little bit more melanin poppin', you might have a piercing. You definitely have a piercing gaze. So I'm noticing how Kali's eyes are just absolutely gorgeous when it comes to that focus that you see within this gaze. So you might, when you make eye contact with people, they might feel like you're peering into their soul, but that definitely draws them in towards you because again, there's this sense of mystery. You might have darker eyes, you might have almond-shaped eyes, whatever it is about the features of your face, they just are very mysterious to people. So you appear to have this face that they've seen before, even if you've never met somebody, and they end up staring at you. So you might notice people staring at you quite often when you're out in public, or you're at work, or you're just doing your own thing. You're minding your own business, group one, and all of a sudden you look up and somebody's like staring at you. You catch the gaze, and it's because you have this very, very exotic face, very exotic features. There are aspects of your physical being that are a reflection of how deep your energy goes, like your psychic abilities, the lifetimes that you've lived, the experiences that you've lived within this life. There's like an imprint of this energy somehow within your physical features. And so again, like when you look in the mirror, you might see yourself a certain way. You know, we have a distorted view often of what we actually look like, but when other people are seeing you from the outside, they see this energy, and it's an aura. Like we all have our aura, but it's an aura that gives off this allure and this magnetism that draws people in towards you. But again, you are very psychic. You have these abilities of seeing beyond the veil, and that also draws people in. They know that you can see them for who they really are. They know that you can read their energy, you can see their aura. And even though at times it might be a bit unsettling, that's a bit of an exciting factor that people experience when they view you, and they just get pulled into it. So, ooh, let's go a little bit deeper, group one. So for group one, please, Spirit. For group one, what do they find attractive about group one? What do they find attractive about group one, please, Spirit? Yeah, you have a lot of admirers, group one, that you do not even realize. Like people are being drawn to you. There's a lot of I'm hearing remote viewing, which is funny because remote viewing is literally somebody psychically looking at you, either through like astral projection or like meditation, and they're visualizing you. But remote viewing also means to me right now, it's like they're looking at you through your social media account, or again, like people are staring at you when you don't realize that they're looking at you. And then once you look up and meet their gaze, they like look in the other direction, or it gets very awkward very fast. So if you notice these things happening quite a bit, that's your confirmation, okay? It's your confirmation that this is your pile, that this is your energy, this Kali energy. It's such a powerful energy, group one. What do they find attractive about group one, please, Spirit? Thank you. All right, so we have, ooh, the Devil in reverse. It's very sexual energy coming through, but we're going to keep it PG-13. We have the World in reverse. We have Five of Swords. Interesting. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Six of Swords. One more. And we have Justice. Awesome. Okay, so you might have Libra energy, Capricorn. You also might have Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, somewhere significant within your chart. But again, take those zodiac signs with a grain of salt. It's just what resonates, okay? Leave the rest, as this is general. Bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups. Yeah, there is a lot of emotional desire surrounding you, group one. And again, there's that water energy. So Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces might be significant in your chart. But there is a lot of desire surrounding you, and that's what I'm especially getting with this Devil in reverse. It's not like a toxic energy at all. It's a very physical energy. There is this draw that people feel when they see you, or again, your face is just mesmerizing. And I'm noticing both of these images, they kind of have these like cat eyes. There's, again, this like almond shape to their eyes that's very captivating. You might do your makeup with like dark, heavy liner. You might use like a lot of, like either you have lash extensions or you have a lot of lashes and you use, you know, heavy mascara. Even if you're not a person who wears a lot of makeup, there's something very captivating about the shape of your eyes, It's something about the image that people get when they see your eyes. Like your eyes appear quite large, or they are quite large, and it just draws people in. Also with the world, I'm noticing like the shape of this person's body. Like I'm noticing hips and thighs, and you might get called, you know, thicky thick sometimes, like slim thick, skinny thick. There's definitely the shape to your waist and your hips that just drives people crazy. So that's one of those things where physically you are, you know, there's this desirable quality about your body that people are really drawn in towards. And again, this isn't how you see yourself. This is what do other people see. And there's a part of your body where it is very like full and soft, and people are absolutely drawn to that, regardless if you like that part of your body or not. So I'm getting like the hourglass shape. I'm getting like the Marilyn Monroe, you know, figure where she has very ample hips, and, you know, her body has like a very romantic like feel to it. So maybe you have more of like, you really like feminine and soft colors and shapes to your clothes, and that's something that people notice because the way you dress really accentuates your body and really flatters, you know, your figure. There is this embracing of the physical form that's coming through. So for some of you, you might do something physical on a regular basis that helps build confidence within yourself. So maybe you wear certain outfits and certain, you know, items of clothing that will show a little bit more skin, because you know, like, you appreciate the shape of your body, and you know that there's nothing wrong with that. That's like a beautiful gift to yourself. But other people are definitely appreciating that as well, group one. So that definitely wanted to come through, that message, that people see your physical form and whatever you've been doing to nurture yourself, to treat yourself. You know, for some of you, that means you've been eating a little bit more and allowing yourself to, you know, gain those extra inches, which creates this hourglass shape, you know, that I was seeing right here, that people are definitely noticing. Again, there's something with your eyes and your eyebrows, the shape of your face. You might have really high cheekbones. You might have like a really defined chin. There's something about your face that people just are like, I'm hearing angelic. I'm also seeing that with the world. We have the wings right here. There's something very angelic about your face and your appearance. It comes through very romantic, but it also comes through very soft and feminine, but yet there's still this Kali energy of like just absolute boss level, you know, energy. This energy coming through that you can handle whatever comes your way, even though you might have this very innocent, childlike look to your face. So as you get older, people still think you're a lot younger than you are. You know, people are often like really questioning, are you really that age? Because there's this idea in their head of like what somebody should look like at the age that you are. And even if you are still very, very young, numbers wise, there's just this very youthful appearance about your face that's always been with you and will continue to be with you. For some of you, you do wear like the sterling silver jewelry. There's something about your hands that people are super drawn into. So it sounds so weird, but like sometimes like a body part, like somebody's hands, can really like draw somebody in and be like, oh wow, they're beautiful, I can see that, but like, oh my gosh, they have the most beautiful hands. So like an artist's hands, they look, you know, supposedly an artist's hands will look different than somebody who uses their hands for something else. And there's something just very magical about your hands that people notice and see. For some of you, you might always have like a really pretty manicure, or you have like tattoos on your hand, or again, the sterling silver jewelry that people are absolutely drawn in towards. Yeah, the physical is coming through really strong with that devil in reverse. But there is this energy to you, this confidence, but it's like a quiet confidence. It's not necessarily that you're very loud and extroverted and just putting yourself out there. But again, I'm getting this social media where if you are on social media and you're posting pictures of yourself and captions that are, you know, from the heart, or you're doing something where you're encouraging others, you're seen as a role model. And the way that you put yourself out there, because you're very, very authentic with your persona, people are absolutely drawn into that. And even underneath here, under the King of Cups, we got the Page of Swords in reverse. So definitely there is some spying going on social media. You might have like a coworker who found your social media page, and as I say that, I know how creepy that sounds, but honestly, this is coming from like somebody just has like an innocent crush on you, and it's just like, I want to see group one's face. They're so beautiful. Underneath the Page of Swords, you guys, we had the star. So yeah, like for sure, somebody is just dreaming, like wishing upon a star to like catch your gaze, to be able to talk to you, to see you. It's because your outward appearance is like absolutely mesmerizing. It really is. There's just something about the way you look, group one, that people find irresistible. And it pulls up these lusty feelings with that devil in reverse. But yeah, you've definitely put a lot of people in their feels and a lot of people in their head because of just existing, which of course isn't fair to you to be like, well, I'm not responsible for any of that. And you're not. That's not what Spirit's saying at all. But you might, because you are so psychic, and we got that energy with Kali, you might pick up on like weird energy around you at times. And that's because those are other people's thoughts and other people's feelings, you know, whether that's somebody's jealousy, again, with social media. If you're on social media, some of the people that might be looking at you, it's not just somebody who finds you attractive, but somebody who knows you're attractive and is a little bit, you know, jealous of that, or feels like they want to compete with you. And so if you're picking up on some of that self-criticism and that judgment energy, you know, Spirit came out with justice to be like, look, you're protected, your energy is safe, you're allowed to be beautiful, you're allowed to be confident, you're allowed to be this goddess Kali energy. Karma is on your side, and karma is protecting you, group one. Okay, so when you feel like you ever need to hold back as to how you're expressing yourself, again, with that physical form, maybe you're feeling really comfortable in your skin right now and you want to dress in a way that you feel comfortable with, but somebody else might judge you for it. Spirit's like, no, 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 none of that. Express yourself the way you want to, because that's part of your energy. That's part of that energy that's being reflected on the outside. You are allowed to have that balance. You're allowed to feel that way. And other people being drawn into you is, you know, that's their deal. Let them deal with that. Okay, like, they're allowed to admire you, and you are safe, you are protected, your energy is safe, your energy is protected. Even when people are looking at you on social media, just remember that, you know, that you are protected. But I mean, it's gonna turn some people on it's gonna spin them around, you know, turn them on their heads is what I'm hearing. So that's pretty incredible, group one. You have some powerful energy surrounding you, within you, and you are allowed to fully express that. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave your messages. I want to say thank you so much for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy, group one. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay well. Hi, group two, welcome. If you chose Guinevere, then these will be your messages. Again, today's pick a card is, what do they find attractive about you? So what are the physical, mental, and emotional qualities that other people find absolutely irresistible about you? And it is my intention, group two, that this reading helps build you up, hype you up, help you build confidence by seeing yourself through the positive perspective of somebody else. So if the messages resonate today, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you feel inspired, there are ways to support this channel in the description box below. All right, with Guinevere. Guinevere's card says true love, and it says the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So group two, people find it irresistible that you have these very romantic, soft, feminine qualities about you. There's something about your physical features that are very small and dainty and almost like fairy-like. I'm getting like fae. And what's cool is that Guinevere, before she became human and married King Arthur, was actually a goddess, a Celtic triple goddess. And she is all about this white, just like immaculate energy. So she comes through with pure love, unconditional love. You have very sweet qualities about you that people just absolutely find irresistible. But again, when it comes back to your physical qualities, I'm getting this daintiness. So for some of you, you might be quite petite, you know, shorter height, just smaller frame. For others, even if you're taller and have like a larger frame, then there's something very just elf-like, fae-like, fairy-like about your physical qualities. So you might have like very long legs and then, you know, tiny little toes. I know it sounds so weird, but there are these physical qualities about you that other people just find absolutely irresistible, but it makes you almost like, again, I'm getting like fae, fairy, and elf. So to me, that's like, you kind of look like the alien qualities. And again, just take it with a grain of salt. I know that sounds weird, but I remember, guys, way back in the day, no judgment, like watching America's Next Top Model. Okay, I don't watch that show anymore, but remember when it first came out, and I'm not trying to date myself, but I used to watch that show. And they were talking about how a lot of the model qualities that they're looking for are larger foreheads, larger eyes, smaller lips, smaller nose, which gives you more of an alien-like quality when you think about like the Greys, like the big wide eyes and like tiny little facial features. So there's something about you where you might look in the mirror and you'd be like, my eyes are way too big, or my forehead's big. And like other people, because of the proportions of your entire face, like you're not seeing yourself from the way other people are seeing you, and it absolutely drives them wild. So they're very drawn into your facial features. There's something very dainty and beautiful about your face. You might have really round cheeks. You also might have like very pouty lips. You might have curly hair, textured hair, waves in your hair. And again, there's this softness and feminine, just absolute feminine energy that's coming through that people, you know, just basically drives them crazy. So again, emotionally though, there's this undying, unconditional love that you have for humanity. And yeah, there are probably days where group 2, you're like, no, I don't have unconditional love for all of humanity, and that's fine. But you have very empathic qualities here, very compassionate qualities. There's the quality of your energy is soft, warm, and inviting. And I can tell that you're probably the kind of person who's had to take measures in order to protect that energy. And if you haven't, then this is a message from Spirit that it's time to start doing that, to really envision your aura, not letting anything through unless it serves your highest good for your physical body, your mental body, and your emotional body, because your energy is very inviting. I'm hearing moth to a flame. So people are drawn into that energy and the way you look physically and the way you feel when they're around you. Like, you know, it's very intoxicating to them. There's also, I'm hearing looks good, smells good. So you might wear a perfume or a cologne that people just die for, and that it's something about like how it chemically alters once it's on your skin. You know, our skin's warm, and time we put a fragrance on it, it has like a chemical reaction. Whatever you're wearing, it has changed based on your chemistry to smell very unique, and it's very intoxicating and enticing. It pulls people in, even if they can't see you and they smell you, they're kind of drawn to like, where did that beautiful fragrance come from? Oh gosh, group 2. I'm really getting the sense that you draw a lot of people in unintentionally, and oftentimes you're like getting quite frustrated at like some of the attention that you're getting. And so Spirit is jumping in right now and like, hey, group 2, it is okay to be as attractive as you are. It is okay to admit to yourself, like, yes, these people are getting drawn in because I look a certain way, you know, I smell a certain way, my energy is a certain way, but you don't need to ever feel guilty about it. And you definitely, group 2, do not need to tone anything down. If anything, Spirit's asking you to tone it up is what I'm hearing, but not in a sense of working out. Tone it up, like raising the vibration. That's just funny. That's just a funny way to say it. Okay, so group 2, the message coming through right now again is be aware of your field, be aware of your aura. Not that you're projecting anything or you're drawing people in unintentionally, but what Spirit and your guides are asking you to do right now today is to find a way to imagine some type of protective shield around your aura. Okay, like ask the archangels if you like them, or, you know, just talk to Spirit directly. Visualize some kind of healing protective light around you, because yeah, you're like, again, you're that flame and people are going to be drawn in whether you want them to or not. And doing visualization, using your, you know, using your power to help protect you really will protect you. And you're going to notice you have more energy at the end of the day. You feel, you know, less drawn to hiding away or going into hermit mode when you start to protect your energy a little bit more. Okay, group 2. Wow, that was very specific. What do they find attractive about group 2, please, Spirit? Your guides were like, no, this message has to come out. Group 2 needs to protect their energy. What do they find attractive about group 2? What do they find attractive about group 2? Group 2, it's like everything. You cannot help it. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love it. There's this gorgeous earth energy coming through. And look at the physical features of this person on this card. There's that, you know, the bigger eyes, the wider set eyes, and yet the features are very dainty, very just alluring. Again, looking like a little fairy or some kind of sprite, some kind of mystical creature that are just, you know, just totally drawing people in. So very beautiful earth energy coming through here too, with the Queen of Pentacles and Guinevere being the white triple goddess that she was. So you might have significant Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn within your chart. Ooh, and then we get the Queen of Wands. Okay, like the hottest queen in the deck. And the Queen of Wands is fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sag. But the Queen of Wands, no matter what, is always the most physically beautiful of all the queens. Like, people are drawn into their physical beauty. And there's, again, this magnetism about it. It's like Queen of Wands, wands being fire. Think of like hot, hot. You know, I'm hearing moto means hot, hot. What is that from? Oh my gosh, group 2. What is that from? Madagascar 2. Why am I getting Madagascar 2 in your reading? Anyway, Queen of Wands. What else, please, Spirit, for group 2? It's so random. 5 of Inspiration, which is 5 of Wands. We have, ooh, Death in reverse. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just got goosebumps, guys. So the way that this face looks, like, I understand it's a person with their eyes closed, but the way the makeup is, and because I saw this upside down, it looked just like a little gray alien face. Oh my God. Some of you might have Aquarius in your chart, but with Death, there's also Scorpio. But yeah, alien energy keeps coming through. So let's keep going. Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups. Yeah. Group 2. I'm hearing, like, from Little Rascals, you are so beautiful. Like, people just want to sing to you. Like, they want to just, okay, yep, 5 of Swords. Excuse me, 5 of Emotions is 5 of Cups. I was seeing 5 of Swords. Like, people do get in their head about you, and then they get, like, quickly in their feels about you with the 5 of Cups. And you're like, I didn't ask for this attention. And Spirit's like, they totally understand. It's not your fault, group 2. Muse of Inspiration, so King of Wands. Look at, we get the Queen and the King of Wands. So there is definitely a magnetic energy around you, somebody that finds you very attractive, where you could be a potential match for each other, or you already are in this coupling. But what Spirit is letting me know, that the attraction that's being, you know, channeled here in this reading is just coming from all directions. It's not just from one specific person. But if you did come to this reading to ask about a specific person, the answer is yes. This person that is on your mind is finding you very attractive, just as, if not more attractive. They're attracted to you than that you are to them. So the feelings are mutual. And again, it's like, I could barely get those words out. This person feels that attraction that you feel, and they probably feel it like 10 times stronger, group 2, is what Spirit's trying to say. And it's difficult for them to communicate that right now, but that's another reading. Sorry. That's another reading. That person can't infiltrate your reading right now. I definitely have who's secretly crushing on you. If you want to go back to one of those videos, group 2, because there might be extra messages about the specific person who's trying to infiltrate your reading. But 10 of Cups, there are so many people who have, you know, a feeling of attraction towards you. And again, there's something about your physical form that is just drawing people in, but then it's your energy that keeps you, that keeps them there. There's this energy of, you know, you're a very nurturing person. You have a giant heart. You have a beautiful smile. So if somebody catches your smile, it's definitely like you made their day. But it's not that you're always, smiling at everybody. You definitely can also be, resting, resting bee face. You might have heard that before where people are like, why aren't you smiling? And you're like, look, this is just my resting look, but you're still so absolutely beautiful within that state where you don't look approachable. And that's probably a good thing at times where you don't need people to think they can just come up to you and talk to you, because I can tell it gets quite overwhelming. But there is an ending here and a new beginning of the perspective that you have on yourself. Spirit is saying that before, it's almost like you didn't want this attention. It's not that you are trying to pull in unwanted attention or imbalanced attention, but you struggled with it, group 2. And there is a new beginning in seeing yourself from this perspective of it's okay to be beautiful. It is okay to have a high vibrational energy that draws people in. It's okay to be true to who you are, and that becomes irresistible to others. And that's part of your allure, is that you are so authentically you that to you it feels painful at times, but to others it's so refreshing and it makes them feel comfortable. And that's why they want to be around you so often, and people will flock to you and congregate to you, and you'll get people talking to you at times where you're like, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk to anybody. Can't you see my my RBF? Like, I'm not in the mood to talk to anybody. But people feel comfortable in your energy. So I'm seeing there's an end to this conflict and this sorrow of feeling like you've done something wrong, or you're pulling the wrong kind of energy towards you, because you're not. It's this happens, Spirit is saying, to help you understand what is yours and what is not yours, and what you're allowed to experience. And like, I mean, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands connection is like, holy smokes, like that kind of bond between two people is fiery passion, right? And just that physical connection on the next level. But it's emotional too, right? Our inspiration also comes from emotion. It's not just the cups that are emotional. It's us following our inspiration, following our intuition, feeling drawn to somebody on an energetic level. And this is this kind of energy that you guys will continue to fuel each other, and gas each other up. And you're just going to look at this person and be like, holy smokes. Again, go to if this is resonating, this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, like that you're crushing on, and you're wondering if this person is crushing on you, please go watch the last Who's Secretly Crushing on You reading and see which message resonates, because there's something there for you, group 2. But when it comes to this other energy that's coming in, all these other people as well coming in, as who is being drawn to you, it's your giant heart. It's your ability to regenerate, basically, again and again. Like, you have this ability to forgive people, to move past situations. There are probably many times where you knew something ended and it felt like it destroyed a bit of yourself. But what really happened was you regrew, you rebuild, you remanifest. Like you're like, even if I haven't exactly manifested the connection of my dreams or exactly where I want to be, you understand that it's enjoyment of the journey and appreciating yourself for who you are in the here and now, because that will change, right? Our physical form will change. How we view the world will change. Who we are grows and evolves. And you are wise enough, group 2, to be a little more intentional in the moment, to be a little bit more, I'm hearing like to slow down and kind of delay certain gratifications in your life to be able to sustain the results, to be able to appreciate the gifts that you're creating for yourself a little bit longer. You savor life, group 2. Wow. Yeah, your energy is incredible, and it's no wonder that people are just like drawn in like a magnet. But where you felt this conflict and this sadness, not only from other people about how they feel towards you, but you almost feeling guilty about like, well, you can't make everybody happy around you because you're not going to be attracted to everybody that's attracted to you. There's no guilt that needs to be found there. What really needs to be understood, group 2, is that your energy is healing. Your energy helps people. And so even if it is when you feel motivated and guided to give somebody your attention, then that person does deserve it in the moment, but you decide who those people are. So if you decide to have a little bit of an extra conversation with somebody that you meet, you know, out when you're in public, then that was your gift to them. Or you want to make eye contact with somebody and give them a smile, then that's your gift to them. And you should never feel guilty for sharing your energy sparingly when you feel drawn to do that. Because what happens, again, that message that came out at the beginning of your reading, all about protecting your energy, because there is something going on here where, yes, Spirit wants you to know how attractive you are, but this is a confirmation. You know these things about you, but you've been feeling guilty about not having enough energy for everybody. And Spirit's like, you should never feel guilty about not having enough energy for everybody. That's not your job, group 2. It wasn't group 2 comes to the planet to have enough energy for everybody else but themselves. Like, no, this is about, you are allowed to take your energy for you. You are allowed to bask in your own energy, to appreciate your own energy, and then share that energy when you feel guided to. Because it's no doubt that people are just like in love with you. Like, people will, like, in their minds be like, I am in love with group 2. They don't even have to know you, but they fall in love with you. It's just so easy to fall in love with you. Okay. And that does bring about a lot of emotions. That does bring about a lot of like conflicting energies because it confuses people. But you know what? That's not your problem, group 2. You know, look good, smell good, be your truest self-expression. You don't have to give your energy away to everybody. You can choose who gets your energy and who doesn't. All right? Because you are like Guinevere, a triple goddess, a baddie. All right, so group 2, that's where I'm going to leave your messages. I want to say thank you so much for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy today. I really hope to see you in the next video, group 2. Stay well. Hi, group 3, welcome. If you chose Freya, then these will be your messages. Again, today's reading is all about, what do they find attractive about you? What are the physical, mental, and emotional qualities that other people find absolutely irresistible about you? And it is my intention for this reading that you can see yourself from the positive perspective of somebody else and really help build confidence, help hype you up and gas you up. Okay, so if the messages resonate today, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you feel inspired, Earthlings, there are ways to support this channel in the description box below. All right, group 3, you chose Freya. Freya's card says bold, and it says unleash your adventurous side, take risk and be daring. So Freya is like baddie energy times 100, and when people see you, they are absolutely attracted to your sense of confidence, your boldness, your seemingly like courage that you walk through the world with. So you definitely hold your head up high, you have very strong shoulders, a very beautiful posture, you have a very piercing stare. Some of you might have light eyes, or you wear colored contacts that alters your stare in some kind of way, like your eyes are very striking in contrast to your hair or your skin tone. But for some of you, it's just the fact that you are very intentional with your gaze and you see through a lot of BS is what I'm hearing. So you have like a truth stare, like people feel like they're in the spotlight when you're looking upon them. Also with this hair that Freya has, I love the white like platinum hair. So for some of you, you literally might have platinum hair, very light hair, or you might have pastels in your hair, or again, there's something very striking about the color of your hair in contrast to your, you know, your skin tone, whatnot. Freya is a Nordic god, and she is an earth goddess, but she also rides a chariot, and the chariot is pulled by these big giant cats across the Rainbow Road. So there's something about the vehicle that you drive, group 3, So for those of you that do have a vehicle, like I'm seeing like a motorcycle. Somebody has like a tiny little black motorcycle that they ride, and like people are just so attracted to the fact that you look the way you do and you have this very dominating feminine energy, and like on top of that you ride a motorcycle. For some of you it's like a moped or like a scooter, and it's like really cute, and it's just your independence and your fierceness like weaving in and out of traffic. Hey, please be safe, guys. But what spirit is channeling through these other people is that they find your bravery really attractive. There's something that you do that's risky at times, group 3, and people just find it absolutely irresistible. Also, because we do have the cat on the card, some of you might be cat owners or have just like these very feline feminine qualities to you, where again, like you might wear cat eye mascara, eyeliner, and like a lot of mascara. There might be something that's just very cat-like about your eyes, the shape of your eyes. Yeah, the feminine energy is the feline feminine energy is coming through really strong. And then also physically, some of you, I'm definitely seeing like what Freya's wearing. It's almost like the Xena warrior princess top. So for some of you, there's like a top that you wear, you have like ample chest, like people are seeing cleavage and they're very drawn into it. For others, like you take put a lot of energy and effort into your physical form. So you might be working out a lot, moving your body a lot, and like your muscular build, the way your body is shaped right now, there's a softness to it, but there's also a lot of strength to you, and people just love the shape of your body is what I'm hearing. Yeah. The shape of you is what I'm hearing. Okay, group 3. So let's go deeper using tarot. For group 3, please, Spirit. What do you find attractive about group 3? People get really nervous around you, group 3. You're going to notice people stumbling over their words, being awkward, not having the right words to say. Like they just, basically people kind of, when they feel intimidated by you, group 3, when they're attracted to you, but it intimidates them, they shut down, is what I'm hearing. So you might have had like a stare off with somebody where like the conversation started and then it just quickly ended and you gave them this look like, what? Okay, let's keep going. For group 3, please. That's so funny to me. Okay, what do they find attractive about group 3? I'm sorry, group 3. Just to pick up on that energy of like people being like super in their head. What did I just say? 8 of Voices is 8 of Swords, super in their head. Like you just put people in their place at times and they're like all in their head about it. So people who would normally be like really confident, let's say there's somebody who has like no problem asking another person out on a date, that person is intimidated around you. That's somebody who like has no problem talking to people they're romantically interested in. All of a sudden when they're around you, they have no words. There's just nothing for them to say. High Priestess in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you get people in their heads and there's something that you have said, or there's something about the way you speak, something about how you communicate that will scare the shit out of somebody is what I'm hearing, but it also like draws them in. Like it basically, where somebody, again, this is like a person who has no problem talking to anybody, right? But you put them in a place where they're like, I don't know what I should say right now. And they're all in their head about it. That's so weird. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Moon in reverse. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And I know I have cards that are upright. See, there's the 5 of Wands, but let's keep going. The Magician in reverse. And then, yes, bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands. So, yeah, you're creating conflict within other people. And it's almost like, it's like people are drawn into you because you do put them in their place. So you might have Gemini, Cancer. We also have Pisces. and heavy earth. So, you know, obviously Freya is an earth goddess, but you also might have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn with this Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, you're just like constantly putting people in their place is what I'm hearing, group 3. Yeah, okay. For some of you, you might have, there's that beautiful eye color again. So this person has like really vibrant blue eyes. You might have those really light eyes. For others, it's just this striking color to your eyes. There's this striking contrast between your eyes and your skin tone. And then for some of you, you have freckles, because this high priestess has these like really cute freckles. And it's like the closer somebody gets to you, the more they just want to stare. There might be something really unique again about the way you do your makeup, because I wanted to say cat eye eyeliner earlier and then I said mascara instead. So you might have very long lashes naturally, or you might have like lash extensions. There's something about your eyebrows. You've done something either cosmetically, which that's great. Like if it helps you build confidence, know that it's like people are really drawn to it. It does make you look quite beautiful physically. But there also might be like, if that doesn't resonate with you, there's natural qualities about the way your face is structured that is just like magnetic. So people crush on you in secret with this moon. You know about it with this Empress. You pick up on that energy, but there's something about your communication. So you might be in a position, either in your career, at work, what you do on social media, how you express yourself, you use your words, you use your voices. You might do some kind of like public speaking in your job. So you might be a teacher, you know, a professor. You might have a podcast, you might be on the radio. Again, you might have something, there's something to do with your voice, and the sound of your voice is absolutely captivating. There's something about the vibrational essence of your voice that is very healing to people. So they're drawn into your voice, but you're so eloquent and you are so good with your words that your words are like swords at times, and people are intimidated by your voice, intimidated by your words, but it's very, very alluring, especially to these energies that I'm getting. The energies that I'm getting that are drawn towards you are very confident people who feel like they have like all their shit together, which again, like that's just a feeling that I'm getting from this person. That's what they believe. But when they're around you, they doubt themselves. When they're around you, they don't feel as confident. And for some reason, group 3, that I cannot understand or explain, that draws them in even more to you, because there's like this challenge there. There's this challenge of, okay, well, I feel confident around everybody else, that it's almost like no contest. But when I'm around group 3, all of a sudden I'm like brand new again, and I need to find my words, and I need to build myself back up in order to even be able to talk to group 3. And they like that. There's a challenge to that they absolutely adore about you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and there's this secretive, like this secretness about their feelings towards you, because if people actually would let on about how they felt, they're afraid that you would cut them down with your tongue. Like you would chop off their head. Like you have this like wicked tongue. I'm hearing like with emails, like I'm seeing somebody like rapidly typing. So maybe you have like a desk job and you're constantly using email as communication. Like you live in your inbox, and like people will they'll get an email from you and they're like, oh my gosh, group 3 is a baddie. You know, I should have never, you know, asked that question again. I should have read through their first email with more clarity. So you do this in a very professional way, group 3, but it's definitely like, you know what you're doing. You're using your words, and words can be like weapons, and you're using that to communicate like and answer dumb questions, or, you know, set your boundaries with people. You have very firm, very strong boundaries, and that's an emotional quality that people absolutely are drawn in towards. You know, again, there's that confidence. And you might be like, look, I have no choice, I have to have these boundaries, but it doesn't matter. It's working for you. It's what helps you maintain your boldness and your energy, and because of that, it draws people in. It becomes part of your magnetism and what makes you attractive. Yeah, so you intimidate people, but it still draws them in. There are a few people around you that appear to be quite confident, appear to be quite well spoken, and yet you put them in their place. Group three, there's something about how you speak to them, how you carry yourself, your professionalism, your no nonsense attitude. Yeah, you're straight to the point, is what I'm hearing. There's no guessing, there's no guesswork around you, and it's really serving you well. Like, I'm seeing this Ace of Pentacles in reverse as you are manifesting a lot for yourself within your personal life. Your personal goals are being reached. Like, you're seeing these physical milestones and physical evidence of the work that you're putting in, and it's just helping you, like, propel yourself forward. And I'm just hearing, like, squash those goals and, like, tackle that inbox and that to-do list. Like, again, baddie energy 100%. Whatever you're doing, group three, keep it up. It is working well for you. It's not just about, like, yes, we want people to be attracted to us. It's knowing that what you're doing, the work that you're putting in, really is paying off and it's working in your favor. And you should continue to be the intuitive, articulate, just well-spoken baddie that you are. You don't need to change a thing for anybody, but you're definitely, if you're a single person watching this, the reason that a lot of people are not communicating these feelings to you is because they feel intimidated. But again, when the right person can get past that intimidation, that's going to be so much more rewarding for you. The kind of person where it's like, yeah, I'm a goddess, so I need somebody to actually try. I need somebody to actually fight through their fears and conquer the things that I've already conquered, because then that's a partner that is worthy of my time. And there's no arrogance in that whatsoever. It's just basic facts. Basic facts with that Queen of Swords in reverse. So continue to be a baddie, group three. This is awesome energy. This is where I'm going to leave it. I want to say thank you so much for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy today, group three. I really hope to see you in the next video. Stay well.